I'm James Parkin, and welcome to the Life DMD Style. In this video, I want to talk about driving, and not driving wheelchairs, driving cars. Because on the 1st of November, I found out it was 10 years since I passed my driving test. Yeah, driving test, i.e. driving a car. Now, people who've got young kids with DMD probably think it's a strange thing to talk about, but it's a thing that does happen. People with DMD can drive cars. Now, I want to tell you about me and my driving. Now, this is quite a long time ago, so technology now has improved massively. But this is the story about me driving a vehicle. Now, it all started in 2010, and I went to a Motability Roadshow, so I could see lots of different sort of vehicles, and I saw this one vehicle, a Volkswagen Caddy, and this vehicle had lots of hand controls, which I could see that you could drive from being in a wheelchair. No, I wasn't sure I'd be able to drive because with my hands being weaker. But the guy said to me that if you can play a PlayStation, then you can drive a car. And that just opened my eyes into the fact that it could be a possibility that I could actually drive a car. So I started with the ball rolling for me to get a vehicle that I could drive from. And it had to be made for me before I could actually learn to drive in it, which increased the pressure. So Motability helped sort that out. And it was in a workshop in Coventry getting the driving system fitted for about 6 months. But after that was done, I was ready to learn to drive. So now it was time for the driving lessons. And a big thank you for the driving rider training Nottingham for helping me with the driving lessons, and Paul, shout out to him because he was a really good instructor. And the fact is that I was using the hand controls to drive, and the lessons were going well until when I had to do emergency stops, and found that I couldn't do it the way that it was set up. So I had to learn a month before my test how to drive the opposite way round and how to use it that way, and that worked. And thankfully, I passed my driving test first time, and it took me 2 times to do the theory. But by early November 2013, I was a fully licensed road user. You're probably thinking, could have been rambling on for 4 minutes. Have you got any pictures of when you drove? And thankfully, I haven't got many pictures of when I did drive, but I've got a few. So here it is. The control system in the car is called the Space Drive, and it's got all the settings with buttons. It's got 2 joysticks. The left joystick, if you pull back, that accelerates, and if you push forward, that brakes. And the right joysticks is steering left and right. And there's also a button on the joystick, and you hold it so many beats to activate a different setting. There's also a box with lots of buttons on, which have got different settings like lights and that. And on the left hand side of my left hand, there's 4 buttons: so neutral, drive, reverse, and changing gears. But of course it's an automatic, and it's quite a good control system. You do get funny looks because they've got no steering wheel, So other drivers get a bit confused, which sometimes is really funny to see. But it's really good. And here's a picture of the vehicle that I drove in, a Volkswagen Caddy. It was a really good vehicle. I really liked it. I took it when I drove because it felt more like a car, and it was just a really good vehicle to drive. Now, when I passed my test 10 years ago, it was such a rare thing for someone with Duchenne to actually be able to drive. So it was a really big achievement, something I'm really proud of. But nowadays, it's a lot more common for someone with Duchenne to drive, and the technology has improved immensely since then. So it's proved that there's so many people out there that do drive, and it doesn't stop you. Really, just got to push to make it happen. And I hope this video has helped you because it's been a long time ago, and I've not driven for a few years. Now I stopped in late 2017 because it was getting too difficult. But the main thing is you can apply to put in for your driving lessons as 16 a year before everyone else because it takes time to get it all sorted. But I didn't start doing that until I was like 18. So what I'm saying is if you know about it early enough, you can plan to do it and get as many years as possible as you can driving. But thank you for watching this video, and I just wanted to highlight it, especially because it's 10 years since I passed. But thanks everyone for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So thanks everyone for watching this video, and on that note, I'll see you on the next one.